All right, hello, hellos. Welcome in, everybody. It's Zero Quirks Legends Gaming Black Desert Mobile. Welcome in, everybody. Starting early tonight, because we are going to start off by going over the dev update from the Heidel Ball. So I'm actually going to put the music on pause. Right. So for those of you who not stay up to watch it or wake up really early to watch, this past weekend was Heidel Ball for Black Desert Mobile. Um, the event that usually happens in June that happened a month later in July. Um, I think that's probably because they held the 10-year anniversary of the Heidel Ball for Black Desert Online, and they had a very special event where they actually went to um, a town in France that was the um, inspiration for Heidel. So I'm guessing that took a lot of time and planning and resources. So ours was this past weekend. Um, it's the event where they go over kind of their plans for the second of the year. Um, I did catch some of it, not live, but the recording of it afterwards. So let's go ahead and let's get started. I'll probably fast forward through some parts here and there. Um, Start. Are you guys able to hear that okay? Kim Chang. Han Han Hyungyu. Hyungyu. So first and foremost, English closed captioning that they've got is a lot better than it used to be. Better. Oh, wow, it is really hot because he's got the listening a little bit. So they started off by giving out 5,000 sun crystals, 50,000 restoration scrolls, 50,000 adventure tokens, 3 selection chests for vials, key, and clock. And it's a push gift. And they doubled it. So 10,000 sun crystals, 100,000 restoration scrolls, 100,000 adventure tokens, and 6 selection chests. So starting off with a lot of really good giveaways. All right. So while they're talking about that, let me quickly go over my schedule for tonight. We're gonna do a review of the Heidel Ball. That'll take us pretty much straight to Black Sun. It might actually get done a little bit before Black Sun. We skip some parts. Um, then we will do the giveaway. And along with the giveaway, um, I'll claim the things that came from the coupon codes from the Heidel Ball event. We will do a lot of RNG tonight. All right. So this part they're going over like the stuff that they did for the past 7 months. So we'll just skip that. There's your first coupon. That just reminded me I should probably update my um cat command. New class. A male doe warrior. So this is the male version of Wusa. All right, let's head to the skill showcase. All right. All right, so no cooldowns. Okay, basic attack. Hmm. Buff skill. Wow. Hmm. Additional attack. Knockback. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of protection right now. Oh, they must have turned off. Oh, so that's flow. You have the invincible icon, but I haven't seen any super armor or front guard yet. Super. There's a damage over time. That one has front guard. Oh, there's add plus a damage over time. Front guard and super armor. Oh, it mirrors. Look at that. Like the Wusa this butterfly step, there's cloud step. All right. Gosa comes tonight. Aha, class change. Interesting. You can get resources, or you can get the life plus. Yeah, so the selection chest, you can select the one with the lucky dragon if you don't have one already. Definitely recommend doing that. Oop. And along with the new class, we get a new season. Brilliant Chaos Glyph. Wow. All right. That will go on your main, yeah. All right. So Cactus Steel is a special mission that happens only on Saturdays and Sundays. So why is this only on Saturdays and Sundays? And that is because they want to encourage people to log in on the weekends. So looking at those rewards, the 100 moonstones or the 7,000 restoration scrolls, that's probably the best value. Bikinis. And they have her clapping in a bikini. So they finally learned from Lost Ark. They finally realized, oh, we might as well just go all out and give people bikini outfits. Because appearance is visible even in monster zones. So always use an appearance coupon if you. uh, yep. If you don't have any in your inventory, oh, it's 200 white pearls though. It'll show everywhere except in areas where everybody's outfit changes to like a standard outfit. And Everfrost in a bikini, I know, best armor. Now, the other thing is this. So this is a really big, important change. This outfit is not unique, meaning it's equipable by all classes. So there's one for male and one for female, but it can be equipped by any class. So you don't have to buy um, the outfit for each of your classes. So, okay, so basically, what they're showing is this is a big, big step in the outfit mode, because if you think about it, think about how think about how many black pearls you have spent on buying the same outfit for the different classes that you like to play. Now they're starting to release outfits where you can apply that outfit to any of the classes that you play. So if they had this available before, you could have saved thousands of black pearls instead of buying all those outfits. Now, this is an exclusive outfit. Universal outfits, exactly. This is the first universal outfit. Big deal. Now, the merchantry update, not as exciting for people. But I actually am excited that they raised the level cap to 120, which means I will actually go back in and I will actually run merchantry again, even though with dispatch, um, you earn experience points. And I know you can gain experience from dispatching, but there's a part of it where I feel like doing the actual game mode. I have not done merchantry in a long. Um, aren't all of the skill outfits universal? No. Even the orange outfits are class restricted, and then you have to convert them using using a coupon. So this will so the bikini outfit will be the first universal outfit. So it's the difference between, okay, before we had a main weapon, but then we can convert those, transform those main weapons for whatever class we're going on. Then they switch to universal main weapon where you can unequip and then equip on a different class and it'll work just fine. They are making us pay something to move it to another two. That's exactly right. Oh, all right. So they're adding a new region in merchantry. Oh, and the teleport jump with the Doom Horse. But it requires Doom. How many people have two Doom Horses? I don't even have one. Yeah, I'm just trying to get Dine for desert. All right, so that one's coming in 2 weeks. Hair comfy about to go up in price? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, all right. So this next one is going to be helpful. This is specifically for Ornette's Blessed Potion, the Ancient Seed, and the Heart of Kutum. So now you can grind for the treasure items. You can exchange once per family for each of those. Seed and Cipher. Opal, shut up. You've had the cipher drop for you 3 times, but you can't get the seed. You know the only treasure that seems to drop for me on any consistent basis? The Ring of Vows. I've had like 4 Ring of Vows drop. Willing to collect them one by one and then exchange for one valuable item. Okay. So ours ours update is August 20th. All right. So skip forward. So they're gonna change the schedule. This is the Korea schedule. But basically there's only going to be like 1 session of Black Sun and 1 session of Night of Entry. Hachinak. Azunak. All right, so 10 teams of 3. Multiple teams from the same guild can participate, even if they are on different teams. They will be competing against each other. So you level up by defeating monsters and other adventures. about 10 minutes. So everybody enters basically at the same power, and you level up and gain strength by killing monsters and killing adventurers. So you can kill guildmates, yeah. So you can see the points, right? Okay. So you see the points going up as they defeat enemies. Okay. Now, as you see adventurers with higher point levels, and you can see that they're like orange or red. So that means that they're harder to kill. As everyone starts with the same CP, won't be easy to level up quickly if you're targeted early on. Oh, killing bosses will give you special skills. Will this be an event at a certain time each week? Yes. Ravenous has that's a new Ramo pretty much. Yes. Um, this is actually like an arena mode that is already available in BDO. And you can only die 3 times. There's no participation limit, and you can switch teams and join multiple times during the event. It will not be like Ramo because it is only going to be at set time. So that'll be the end of August for us. And the survival aspect is you can only die 3 times. Stars End region. Sounds more like bots with tiny teams. It's like a mix between Battlefield and Raminus. Titan Zerk and any healer. Um Double Zerk and Shy. I think double Zerk and Shy. So, Black Star weapons. Look at that. So you have to have the Dawn Veil weapon before you can get Black Star weapon. Which means what I will need to work up to is 5 flames of Hungik, so I can make my Dawn Veil weapon. Yeah, can't even get to Dawn Veil. Yeah, so at this point, if you were thinking about like trying to do the next least um one, uh, you actually probably want to farm until you get the weapon. So, so it's 5 instead of 3. So and +9 and +10 has an aura about it, so you'll know who has a +9 weapon or who has a +10. I mean, that's whale flexing right there, right? Oh, there's a trail. All right, it's really slight. Black Star weapons are coming. Oh, so another thing is the Star's End becomes the Fallen God's realm. Specific times, it becomes a farming zone. It's like an event farm zone. You know how sometimes they have Lando with a special like Everfrost farm zone? That's what they're doing with this for the Star's End. Kind of like what is what is that 1 hour well, Hazard of Valencia sends you what is that called? Restricted zone. Kind of like restricted zone, but it is only a specific hour once per week. Now, once again, um, the schedule we're seeing right now is Korea. That's not going to be our schedule. Global is going to be different. There's no PvP. This is strictly for farming Black Star material. Like Isleton Defense, not quite, because Isleton Defense is summoned and is delayed by a day or 2. They need to nerf Black Shrine. Yeah, this one's fixed. Unstable Stars Remnants. Exploding Monster. incarnation of corruption. And you get a higher chance. So there's no PvP because they wanted the God's Fallen Zone to be farmable by low. So basically, they wanted it as a catch-up mechanism. Need to push boss stone. I'm my boss stone's not even close. Luckstone is on the menu for tonight. All right. Gifts from the ball. Okay. Versus a 5 or 6. My boss stone is only at 1. My luck stone is at 4. Sushi is max. So this is guild competition, but it's not a tournament. Guild league, a more casual competition. 15 members in a guild. CP will be equalized. All right. So it's a guild versus guild. Oh, okay. So you know how like you can declare war right now at any point in time, and in this instance, basically guildmaster or guild officer can basically challenge another guild. And then they compete against each other at a agreed upon time, and then the rewards of that is guild buffs. Once rankings are determined, there will be rank rewards. Okay, so preseason, officially October. All right. So, in Korea, they're merging 3 servers into one. I told you guys, the Oasis server was whale farming. Open the Oasis to farm new whales. All right, so Global is going to also have server merge. Oasis is going to merge into Americas. What did I tell you guys? Didn't I tell you to not spend too much time on your Oasis characters? Oh, when I'm right, I'm right. But, yep, Oasis is merging in. Did my Luckstone just go up? No. Castle of Nightmares. Oh, Opal's Luckstone? Oh, you got the, okay. So an adventurer gets a summon this Castle Nightmare. Swap is required. Members can work together individually. So similar to the Bloodkin Rush, the most difficult for many adventurers to set up a schedule to meet up. There are many inconveniences such as pausing other content. Or having to save up entries to use them all up. PC games, this isn't much of an issue, but because BDM is on a mobile platform that's focused on auto combat and convenience, this leads to a lot of inconveniences, despite the intent. Yes. So this is really interesting because so using this Nightmare Lantern, let's go into the Nightmare Castle with your family. And you'll see a boss. You'll have around 1 to 2 minutes to deal damage to the boss. After the time is up and you exit, you can request support from 4 guild members. Guild members so okay, so it's 3 steps. So the first one, you go in individually, deal damage to the boss. Second step, you invite 4 guild members, they go in, deal damage to the boss. And then once those 5 have all gone through and dealt damage to the boss, then an invite goes to the rest of your guild who have 5 hours to go into the Castle Nightmare and to deal damage to the boss. And my guess is what happens is oh, look at that. So, do you guys remember when they released Muraka when we were all low CP? It's going to be kind of like that. Except instead of being at a set time, you'll have 5 hours from the time the 4 guildmates complete it in order to do damage. And then the reward can challenge each boss once. And I'm guessing the reward you get is based upon how much damage you it's still low CP. What do you okay, once you defeat a boss, okay. There's no restriction on entry or you can enter as many times as you want, but you can only collect rewards a limited number of times. Take a while to kill the customer Raka. They used us as for KR. Oh. So this is one of those things, Opal, that we're going to need to message out to the guild and say, tell people to not open up their nightmare like in the morning because that's absolutely useless. Like the earliest somebody should be opening up the nightmare should be like around like 5 or 6 o'clock around dinner time East. Because so if the person who got the nightmare lantern goes at 5 p.m. Eastern, well, yeah, they're giving out Okiara's blessings for your totems. Oh, okay. So now you'll we're gonna get 10 Okiara's blessings. No. I only have 1+8 totem. So that's this update tonight. All right, so there's the login event. That's what's in the login event. So this is basically what is coming. So what I'll make a yeah, I'll make a shortcut for that at some point in time right now. Right, time to turn the music on, right? All right. So we've got about 25 minutes before Black Sun, and before we get into it, I got a message from a poet the other day. He asked me a really good question, and I thought I would take the time to kind of go over basically what I told him via Discord the other day. And the question was, what are my recommendations for getting um, the family CP up? And this is primarily for POG and like the POG gate health, right? And so I came up with like 10, 10 things, uh, 10 things you can focus on to get your family CP. And this is beyond, okay, so there are two aspects of it, right? When you look at the CP breakdown, you've got the family CP side on here, and the base character CP. These 10 recommendations are assuming that you continue to work on the base family CP. So, like doing things like raising your Black Spirit level with the Shakatu shop, right? Your Riftstone, like all of that stuff. The assumption is you continue to push that on a regular basis because that's what you should be doing. These recommendations are going to be on what you should be working on the character CP side in order to push your family CP. Good morning, Yang. Shadow Knight, welcome in. And now that we're getting that Nightmare Lantern question couldn't have been better timed. Yeah. So first and foremost, when I think about my POG team, right? POG team is going to be the 6 highest CP characters, and of course, one of them is going to be the copy. Right? That only leaves 4 characters to focus on for 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 the POG team. Okay. So number one recommendation, and remember, this is important because guess what starts tonight? Tonight starts a brand new season. My number one recommendation is finish your seasonal character. finish your seasonal character, because when you finish your seasonal character, you get +6 chaos gears, +4 chaos accessories unawakened. Okay. You also get a +15, I believe, primal rift totem, and +6 relics, and +7 sushi. Okay. Number one recommendation is finish your seasonal character. Now, if you've done all of the seasonal characters since seasonal characters have released, you should have completed 4 seasonal characters so far. Okay. And so, okay, so why I have 5 is actually because this huntress, you see how the accessories are all fully awakened? This actually was one that I built on my own. So I had to get all my accessories to +5 and then make them chaos and then awaken the chaos. Okay. But number one thing, finish your seasonal characters, because you get all of that gear, and all of that gear will be the basis of what you'll need for your POG team. And if it's not for your POG team, then you can start pushing them down to characters that are not on your POG team, right? So this character can get the chaos accessories, right? This character can get some of the chaos gear. This one actually would be a good one for the chaos gear from this, because it'll be a huge boost to see. Now, you can also see I've played this for a really long time, so I've done a lot of work in actually making a lot of, well, a lot of the chaos gear sets actually were given out for free when they released new classes. I think one was from Dracania, one was from Igneous. A lot of the chaos gear sets were free chaos gear sets. I know they also gave out a free chaos gear set for, I think, a coffee on ball once. So that's why there's a lot of +6. Well, I think they gave out base chaos gear sets, and I actually have been working on leveling them up. Recommendation number 2, spend your pages and lapis to get all of the accessories to +5 before pushing to +9 on your main. Okay? You take a look at all of my Pogalts, they are all +5 accessories. Now, why is that important? Well, I mean, just pushing one of them to +5 means nothing. You want to push all of them to +5 for the resonance. Okay? So the same way that what you want to do is, like, I need to finish pushing this character to +7. So basically, once I get these to +7, then everybody will be +7 and +5. And for your Pogalts, that's actually what I would recommend, is push for +7 gears and +5 accessories. Also get free crystals and glyphs. Yep. All of the resources that you get from the seasonal character is going to be good, and they also give you extra resources that you can put onto your alts. So that's why number 1 is finish your seasonal character. Finish your seasonal character. There's one thing you take away from this, it is finish your damn seasonal character. You're gonna get a new one tomorrow. Finish it. Because when you finish tomorrow's seasonal character, you also get a brilliant chaos unknown glyph. Now, it's not max glyph, it's an unknown glyph, but it has a higher chance of being in the top 50% of the CPU. So that's going to be good. Number 3 recommendation, if you have maxed out your mains Primal Rift Totem plus 40, then start pushing all of your Poggoths to plus 20. Now, why plus 20? Well, first and foremost, you should be getting a plus 15 from your seasonal character. 2, at around plus 20, the amount of resources needed to guarantee a level up starts increasing a lot. But the amount needed between 15 to 20 is actually not that much. It might be like 5,000 of the material. What is that? Roots. It might actually even be less than 5,000 roots. Get from 15 to. So that's number 3. Number 4, if you haven't hit plus 10 relics, make sure you push all of your alt relics to plus 6 first. You're more likely to get the plus 6 on your alts than you are to get a plus 10, a single plus 10. Now, as you can see, I need to finish a plus 6 on this one, but all the rest of them are plus 6s. Now, the reason why I say that is also you getting plus 6s from your seasonal character. So, the reason why I didn't push this one is because I knew that I was getting the next seasonal character, but you want to start pushing these plus 6. My recommendation would probably be to actually try to push them to plus 7 or plus 8. Actually, plus 8. Push them to plus 8 if you can. The reason being is once you push them to plus 8, you have the option in the future to convert them to chaos, which is additional. Now, going beyond the Poggoths, okay, these following recommendations are for the rest of your alts, okay? Number 1 is make sure you are equipping all of your Luthragon sets on all of your alts. So at this point in time, if you've played since the beginning, you should pretty much have pink accessories on almost all, if not all, of your alts. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4 characters that do not have pink accessories. They should all be awakened, and you'll want to put enchantments. You can do single tap enchantments even, right? Just get some additional enchantments on. Okay? That will really, really boost your family CP for the gate. Now, just those top 5, those 5 recommendations are kind of the 5 easiest to do, and they don't take up a lot of time. These next 5 will take up a lot of time. Okay, so the next recommendation is to make sure you put crystals on all of your characters. Okay, you can see like I have not put crystals on everything, right? You should have enough red crystals now to put red AP DP crystals on all of your tunes. wondering why I haven't done that, and that's because it is very time consuming to go through, open up crystals, make sure you only get the APDP ones, then go through and equip them on all of the alts. Very time consuming, but a lot of CP because you can get, right, 30 to 45 CP per piece of gear times 6, right? You're talking about 300 to 400 CP per character times 20, right? A lot of family CP. 7, put all red glyphs. Now, once again, right, I even have one that's all yellow. This is really time consuming again, because for those of us that have like really old characters like this one, because when was the last time you saw me play an Archmage? Last time I played an Archmage was when it was meta back in 2021. So, it means going through, opening up all of your red glyphs, and then going through, unequipping all of the other glyphs, and then putting them on. And doing 5 glyphs times 2 times 25 characters, right? That's a lot of work. But you want to bump up that family CP, that's what you will do. All right, next one. On all POG alts, you definitely need to do this, but on all alts, if possible, an orange outfit. And then try to put like some basic enchantments on it. The POG alt should have at least a plus 20. Okay. Make sure they all have at least orange outfits. Now, this doesn't show orange outfits because she's wearing a special outfit, but they all have at least plus 20. Ooh, I need to do that one. And I say that because once again, getting orange outfits on them with like a single tap, you know, or a couple of taps on the attack and defense, right? Like the amount of resources to do that will be less than trying to roll or top CP on your mains. For your POG alts, get all gear to plus 7 and all accessories to plus 5. That's definite. And then what you want to do is start pushing all the rest of your characters plus 7 and plus 5 as well. It's very, very time consuming, and that's the reason why I have not pushed any of my like non-POG alts to plus 7, because it takes forever. In fact, I'm just trying to get rest of my alts to plus 6. And just doing that is going to raise my like fam CP even more. And I'm you know, like 420,000 fam CP. Up, War Child. And then last but not least is, if you've played as long as I have, you should be reaching max on your Chaos Enchants. If you max your Chaos Enchants on your main on both accessories and on gear, then you should be starting to use those. Start pushing Chaos Enchants on your alt gear. Now, you can use those dim frags for pushing branch damage, right? but that's 140 dim frags per attempt. That's 70 for succeed, 140 if you fail. If you think about it, each attempt at a branch enhance is 14 attempts on chaos gear. You can very easily get your gear to plus 20 in about 15 enhancements. So 2 attempts at a branch damage on your relic, 140 dim frags, is equal to 40 CP on one of your Pog alts for chaos enchant. Okay? Think about that. Let me repeat that. 2 attempts at trying to get this from +6 to +7 is equivalent to getting these both +2. That's 40 CP for your Pog team, right? So I know, like, I have a lot that I can work towards on my family CP. But once again, the reason why I said these last 5 recommendations, right? Those are all stretch things. They are going to take a lot of time to do. Um, so you really need to, I mean, you have to spend a lot of time just to do them. And you might be saying, why have you not done it? Well, it takes a lot of time, and unfortunately, I don't have the kind of time that I used to. So, and it's almost time for Black Sun. That was Hugh's recommendation on how to increase your family CP. While we wait for Black Sun to start, let's go ahead and collect what we were given from the coupons. 3 primal memories, 5 co-op brush scrolls, and red vault entry passes, a chaos crystal for gear, and a chaos rock rod. Okay, 100 exquisite black crystals, 15 fogbound crystals, 3 blessings of Wook, max chaos glyph. We're putting that on immediately. 20,000 holy vials, and all of these selection chests I'm actually going to keep in my mailbox. I actually only want to claim them when I am ready to use them. Okay, so Black Sun is about to start, so let's go ahead and uh 71, 35, 69, 34. Wow, this is almost double the CP. Ooh. Cheers, poet. Thanks for dropping by. Gang, yeah, you called it. It was a while ago when you said that they're gonna make treasure grindable. You were right. So we're gonna be doing a lot of RNG while the giveaway is going on. You think you didn't bother to grind the stupid seed? Well, I need to grind the stupid Kudum Cipher of Light. All right, so Black Sun has started. We'll keep an eye on that while we wait for people to. So, from the Heidel Ball, what is the content you guys are most excited for? What did you guys like? What did you guys not like? What did you guys think of the announcement of the release of Black Star weapons? Do you already have your weapon as a Dawnveil weapon? I know now that they announced um, Black Star weapons, I was planning on grinding to do the armor, but I'm going to switch and I'm going to go for main weapon. Road around me. New weapon just makes you feel further behind. Well, but you're at 68, right? So one of the things that I thought was really a good conscious decision that they made was the PvP things they announced this time around um, was CP balance. like the new Azanak Arena. The Azanak Arena is CP balanced. Hopefully you can't get embers. Yeah, I mean, embers are hard to get. Like, there's only one guaranteed ember per week, which is what you get from your weekly Black Shrine quest. In PvE content, you're okay as long as there are no restrictions. Warchild, you have a +9 weapon. You're 75 weeks from completing your set of gear. That's if you. That's if you. That's 4 embers a week average. So I actually have had luck buying embers. They're expensive, but I think it's worth it to buy it on the market. And yes, like a lot of the embers from like the higher calamity ones that you and we have not gotten, like that's where a lot of embers are that we are missing in comparison to other people. And like you and we're not ones to like spend hours like trying to run calamity 5 and calamity 6 just to get 6 embers. Like I get the fact that, you know, like spending 4 hours to get 6 embers is a lot less period of time to get 6 embers than standard way, which is like 2 weeks from Opal's if you get 4 embers per week, right? But like having the amount of like active playing time to do that. Um well, okay, so part of it is um the value of the time spent in doing that is worth a lot more because in this version of the game, right, like because of the pay to win aspect, there are people that have paid to just get embers, pretty much. So last week you tried Calamity 3 several times and finally had to do Calamity 2 just to finish. Yeah. It'll take a while for you to get Dawnveil weapon. Yeah. So I'm kind of lucky that like I was in the middle of farming for my next piece of Dawnveil gear, and if you take a look, I'm getting pretty close. I've got 1 flame and I've got 28 embers, right? So I'm close to my second flame. I was going to go for, you know, the armor, which is just 3 flames, but now I'm actually going to switch and go for the weapon. What's the requirement for crafting Blackstar? Well, first requirement is you have to have a Dawnveil weapon. Your weapon is not a Dawnveil weapon, you can't craft Blackstar. That's the first requirement. I just found, I think, a good good soundboard.
Daddy, Daddy, watch me twirl. Daddy, watch me. My
Spin to win, baby, spin to win. All right. I know this is probably going to be bad news, but my my dog has been pawing at my leg asking to be let out. So I'm going to step away for a couple of minutes, let my dog out. Hopefully, hopefully I don't die. I'll be right back, folks. Up, you need to go outside? All right. What? Go. All right. All right. All right. Oh shit. I spawned right into Leighton. Oh, that's bad spawning right there. Yeah. I was ranked 37. It was a pretty big chunk of drops though. No one's selling anything. No glyph. Memory and food is all you see. Oh yeah. You'll be getting dosa here soon. So going through the list of stuff that they announced, um, I am actually uh, I'm happy with a lot of the things that they announced, like the new guild league. Um, I like that. I like how guild masters and guild officers can basically like enter us into a fight with another guild. There'll be limited number of people, and basically like yeah, it and it'll be to win hot times for the guild. Um, it's competition, it's PvP, but it's not going to be as sweaty. And that is also to get guilds prepared for like an official tournament. And that I also think is pretty cool, right? So they have like the more casual guild league competition, as a way to prep guilds for like a guild versus guild tournament, which is something that I've been asking for a long time. And especially if it's going to be limited to like 15 people and if it's going to be like CP balanced, right? Then smaller um guilds like ranked 30 and below with like only 15 active people have just as much of a chance at winning against, like the top guilds. And I mean, is that likely? No, because the competitive guilds are going to be more coordinated. They're going to be on VC. They're already going to like have tactics and strategies in place to kind of maximize their guild's strengths. So it's going to be hard for like a smaller, lower guild to actually beat a higher guild, but it doesn't mean that they can't. The, the difference between the guilds will likely be experience more than anything. We'll say, oh, it's a whalers content, and not whale content is start 40k CP. That's the Azanak Arena. That's the 10 teams of 3, where your power grows based upon the amount of points you get. You gain points by defeating other adventurers or mobs. So it's going to be a mix between like Black Sun and Night of Vengeful Souls and Raminus and Battlefield of the Sun. Because there will also be some bosses that will give you special skills. That's like Battlefield of the Sun. And it's like Raminus because it'll be a 3v3v, 3v3v, 3v3v. I lost track. Nope. It's PvP. My problem is that they need to increase the rewards from PvP content by a lot. Especially the guild content. So I'm going to make some suggestions on what they should have as ranked rewards for the guild league. And I'm going to recommend that they put black pearls as part of the rank rewards. What other really nice rewards do you think they should give for rank rewards for guild league? Put it in chat. No, what do you think? Guild has to choose best players to add on the content. The rewards from Guild League is going to be for the entire guild. So even if you don't participate, if your guild wins, you will get the guild reward. And if the guild ranks, you'll get the guild's rank reward. Kind of like Black Sun and Knight of Vengeful Souls, right? Right? There's my individual. There's the guild reward. Even people that don't do Black Sun or Knight of Vengeful Souls will get the guild reward. Yeah. So I feel like if you could put together like a core like group of 15 players, like a small guild could do really well in the league. All right, so wow, the gap between rank 10 and rank 20 has increased by a lot. Ooh. Battles happening. Get me right before the end. I think I'll be able to hit 140. I think 150 is really stretching it. All right. $140. I think that's a good place to end. All right. So, um, starting a minute early, but let's go ahead and get the giveaways started. So, exclamation point raffle to get in on it. This is the last giveaway for the month of July. Exclamation point raffle to get in. Now, before I get in on the RNG, I want to take a moment to say something to Pearl Abyss. The new update that you guys made to Desert Everfrost and Land of Sherikon, this is a pretty shitty update, guys. Let's be honest. The amount of nerf that you put on the Adonagain, it's like, let me tell you what. In the past, like 2 hours of farming in the desert, even with the slower spawn times, usually netted, oh, I don't know, 1.5 to 2 million Adana. Now, um, 2 hours in the desert now nets me only 650,000 Adana. But what that means is, in order to earn the same amount of Adana as I used to get, I have to be out in the desert 3 times as long. I'm pausing because I'm letting you, Pearl Abyss, just let that sink in. In order to earn the same amount of Adana, I need to be out in the desert 3 times as long. You said the amount of rewards is going to be comparable to what it was before. I call bullshit, Pearl Abyss. The 650,000 Adana is nowhere close to the 2 million that I was getting before. Like to do banquet boss, what time would be best for me? I say like no time, like at the top of the hour. Pearl Abyss is a bunch of liars writers. I don't think they're a bunch of liars. I think they had the best of intentions. They just the difference is this. Like the amount of like drops that you get is probably equivalent to what you got out farming for the same amount of time, right? But what they did not take into account was the amount of Adana that you get per kill. And that's the thing, right? And this is what I said this is what I said before they made the update, and that's why I said you guys need to burn all of your water, like before they update it, because Idana was going to be the resource that was going to suffer. Because all the other ones, like in Everfrost or in Land of Sherikon, those were all drops that you can put into the spoils of battle for silver. That's fine. You can just make more of those. Okay. But the thing about the desert is, in desert you earned Idana per kill. And if you're in Shazad and you had a flute running, you were getting anywhere between 80 to 130 Idana per kill. Okay? That means if you're getting about like, I don't know, 100 kills per minute, right? You could be getting 10,000 Idana per hour. I mean, 10,000 Idana per minute, like on the low end. The drop rate of red accessories in Everfrost and Shercon was nerfed too, I guess, by the same rate. So actually, I think that might have to do with the spoils of battle and loot tabling, because when you're in a zone that is not spoils of battle, okay? When you're in a drops per kill zone, right? You maximize your AP to get as many kills per minute as possible, and you like to be on your most efficient farmer so that you get the maximum number of kills possible, because what that means is you just get a lot more drops. Well, but if you win, I will just skip and pick somebody else. I think scroll drop rate went down. All right, so let me frame it like this, right? So they're going from a per kill drop rate to a spoils drop rate. There's going to be a feeling of nerfing, because what they don't realize, what they don't know, is how efficient players have been in farming and kills per minute, and how experienced players have been min-maxing so that we get the maximum number of kills per minute, right? So in those farm zones, we're used to getting a lot more drops because of the kills per minute. And if you remember what I've said for a really, really long time, in games like this, the loot tables in kills per, drops per kill zones, right? The more kills there are in an instance, the higher the loot table gets, right? It's like a slot machine. More coins you put in, the higher the reward gets. And at some point, somebody gets the top reward, and then the loot table resets, right? So that's how these systems generally work, right? So everybody that is farming in an instance, in one of these instance numbers down here, right? For every kill, they were increasing the loot table. Boom, 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 up, 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 right? Because every kill was dropping loot. When you move to a spoils-based loot table, you're now no longer dropping loot for every kill. You're dropping loot on a timer. Minute 40, and people can offset that. They can't offset the timer, but what they can do is offset the quantity. Well, no, actually, the spoils drop rate boost. So they can increase, right? So the base is of a minute 40, but you can get it to drop faster with a drop rate boost. Spawning monster has increased, yes. Higher density mobs. But higher density mobs doesn't matter. If your loot is on a timer, you might as well spawn one every minute. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't make sense. The only reason why they would move from a kill based drop to a loot to a spoils based drop is because they wanted to nerf the Adonic game. That's the reason why. The thing is they should have come out with that, because they made a couple of changes to make that occur that I thought was weird. Number one, you guys remember when we were first introduced to the desert? When we went out to the desert, and we would go out there and kill something and something dropped, it wouldn't get picked up. And we're like, oh, why are our pets not picking up stuff in the desert? Well, the way they explained it is, well, you can't take pets into the desert. The pets can't survive in the desert. And you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense. You, you, you can't take your pet out into the desert, so they can't pick anything up. So of course you have to pick it up. Good. That makes sense. Now, if you're going to change it to spoiled based, you have to let your pets go out into the desert, but you explain that pets can't go out into the desert because it's too hot for pets. And now pets can go out there and pick up your Real Abyss. Come on. It doesn't make in BDO you can bring pets in the desert. What is this BS? Well, now you can bring pets into the desert. Use your fairy to pick up. Yeah. I mean that made sense because your fairy was always with you. All right. Let's start with 13 attempts at a +8. Boom. There's one. Get 5 more attempts. Boom. All right. 20 attempts at +12. Halfway through. 3, 2, 1. Failed. Oh, look at how many. Oof. All right, now I have this unidentified primal Elion rune. If I use it, max a hit damage. Well, I am going to use you. All right. Should I save it for the defense, or should I just go ahead and use it on this? So I have this pink rune, and I can use this pink rune to upgrade +10 to a +11. Or I can wait, get this to a +10, and then use the pink rune. All right. Well, giveaways over. Winner is Sticks. Congratulations. You need to use your viewer. There you go. Congratulations on putting July's last giveaway code and claimed it with the dad joke. And so here is your dad joke for tonight, and it's shitty. Why do whales live in salt water? Why do whales live in salt water? Because they are free to play. Nice. They love the ocean content. uh, the answer is because pepper makes them sneeze. All right, folks. We've got 3 chances. For the idolic. One, two, I'll be there in a moment. All right, attempting a +9 on my offhand, and then I'm going to go in for Banquet Boss. Here we go. How much Udana did I get from farming? So I had saved up from farming a lot. I had almost, I had 1.9 million before I farmed this time. Here we go. +9 attempt number 1. Attempt number 2. Attempt number 3. All the wooks failed. Merchantry update, yeah. The merchantry update is actually going. I'm actually gonna do merchantry like manually again to get the levels instead of just doing the dispatch levels. Oh, this soundboard is awesome because this one has
emotional damage.
nice. Oh, that's merchantry. When's my next stream? I will be continuing my Tomb Raider stream on Wednesday, and we'll be back to Black Desert Mobile on Monday. Monday. All right, so after this banquet boss is done, I get to farming and banquet. We'll see how much RNG I have left to try, and then I'll call it a night because after that it's just going to be Leighton and the shrine. So, boring, but definitely looking forward to the merchantry update. I may even do like a manual run of merchantry on stream sometime. Yeah, imagine that. Take a page out of Xantu's book. Man, I haven't seen Xantu online ever. All right, poet. Good luck. All right, Lucky Shop. Here we go. 8,000 resto. 300 shadow knots. Nice. 20,000 resto. 300 shadow knots. Not bad. Um, I think all of my crystals are plus 18 or higher, so I'm only going to replace them with chaos. All right. Up, war child. the totem scroll crafting system is 100%. Um, uh, my interpretation on what I heard is yes. You can get 1+9 totem or 3+8 totems when they give out the 10 blessings of Okiar. I am actually likely to do the +9 instead of +8. You get more CP with 3+8? Yes. But the chances of getting a +8 is significantly higher than a chance of getting a +9. If I can get a guaranteed +9, I'll take a guaranteed +9 because the amount of resources to get a +8 is significantly less than a +9. Because I can grind towards +8. That's fine. Plus, like buying Okiara's blessings on the market. You can't get a +9 from a +7. No. You have to have a +8. And then you take 10 Okiara's blessings, combine them, and you can make the +8 a +9. All right. You need 3 to make a +8. All right, 350 attempts. I already failed the other 150. There's one. Oof. So 100 rolls and I've only got one level. They're going to be like WOOCs where we only get special things at big events. I do not know. They're putting in a crafting system, so it makes me think that in the long term, they're going to make it a drop or purchasable. More likely than not, they will make it purchasable. All right, I'm going to stop this at 150 and reset. Six. So, as Warchild said, you'll get more CP from having 3+8s than having 1+9. However, I'm going to make my 1+8 a +9 because the amount of resources that is needed to take a +8 to a +9 is significantly higher. So if I have a chance at a guaranteed +9, I'll take a guarantee at +9 because I know I have a much better chance at getting a +8. Stop this. I think even with 1+8, having 3+8s is more CP than getting 1+9. So You can do that too, Opal. I'm just going to go for the guaranteed +9. And hope that I can snipe like 3 blessings off the market. All right, I'm going to stop this at 100 and reset. But this Bravestone has been so stubborn. Won't move. Bravestone and the Savage Stone both. The only reason why I'm doing this is because we got 200,000 restoration scrolls. You have a +8 totem, and you need 3 to craft the +8. Your math is wrong, Warchild. I already have a +8 totem. It takes 10 Okiaras to get the one for a +9. Well, I burned through 300 restoration scrolls, and I don't have much to show for it. Oh, ugh, 500 CP to make it to do. Not even close. All right. I think that is all the RNG that I can do tonight. All right, well, that's what I got for everybody tonight. Wednesday will be Tomb Raider night. We'll continue the New Game Plus of Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and then we'll be back on Monday for some more Black Desert Mobile. Thank you very much and have a good night, everybody.